punish anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. We are on the Friday before the battle, but because timing is short, I'm going to actually go ahead and knock out these supports real quick. That way we can work more on them when we get into the next thing. So, Edelgard has got to rank A with Caspar. Good. She did finish this one up. That only leaves Ferdinand for her to... Oh, and Lindhard, I guess.
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Now, granted, if we're getting to rank A, I guess it doesn't actually matter that we're doing this now, because it's not like Caspar needs the extra space to be able to link up in the next battle, but you know.
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Caspar is an interesting character. I like him quite a bit.
Oh, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
Interesting. Victim of what? Of the, like, unreasonable expectations of the society?
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother.
Yep, that's kind of one of the big things you're trying to change.
Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all. People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear me out. I've realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you've found a way to live the life you want to live.
Well, I'm glad you understand that.
Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender.
This is a very interesting, like, social link, because this is just like Edelgard telling us about who Caspar really is. It's not like they're not getting closer. Edelgard is just giving a dissertation at this point.
I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to. I wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Aww.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Oh, really? What did you used to
Is
think of her?
that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
Okay, now we have the dissertation, but again, this is just sort of like, this almost feels like it's coming from the game designers, not a genuine conversation the characters would
I
have.
probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
I don't think that's what she wants.
I don't doubt it.
She is definitely not the type that wants to be
The
coddled.
future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
Alright. And Ferdy has... Constance's last one, darn it. Ferdy needs to work on these. Holy crap. Ferdinand. We're definitely, next time we explore, we're spending a lot of stuff on him to try and get him pushed through. Because, man. But yeah, we'll see his last one.
You there.
You there, you know who he is.
Is there something I can do for you, Constance?
Is there something you can do? Of course there is.
Well, what is it?
It ought to be plain.
But it isn't, so you should explain.
I do not follow. Please, clarify what you mean.
Have you forgotten the day I revealed to you my silly little dream? If you weren't paying attention, I shall be cross.
She's just so stuck up on herself.
Yes. You must be referring to the oblique request you made concerning peaks and valleys. Not seeing a peak ahead of you, you hoped I might help lift you out of your lowly
Precisely. You've summed it up completely. Now that you know of what I speak, I want you to forget it immediately. Act as if you heard nothing.
Then why did you bring it
You want
up?
me to forget the occasion you just asked me to remember.
Thank you, Ferdinand. He's not my favorite character, but that was a good interaction.
Before I discard this memory entirely, might I be so bold as to ask why?
Is it not obvious? I don't want my weakness bandied about. I vowed to restore House Nouvelle through my own grand achievement. Just as I would not abandon this dream, I would not accept it being handed to me.
You are an incredibly confusing
Though
individual.
if I am to be quite honest, the real reason is that letting you in on this vulnerability was an indiscretion I won't repeat.
But instead of pushing him away with information that he has that you don't want him to have, you could try and make the most of it and find someone that understands you.
I see. What a curious situation.
I don't take your meaning.
5 years ago, with the cladding of my highborn status stripped away, I was vulnerable and exposed. To borrow your words, I was in a valley, and a thick shroud of fog obscured the peak before me. Now, the cloud has lifted a bit, and I can see a glimpse of what lies ahead.
And what, dare I ask, do you see?
There is a towering cliff for you to scale, and a long, rocky path lying ahead of me. Rather than ascending separately, we can join hands and face these
Okay, that's a
obstacles
very,
together.
very, very flouty way of saying the exact same thing that I just said.
Then, we can reach the heights of our forebears. Or, dare I say, even higher.
Even higher, you say?
That seems like a bit of a grand ambition, but
Now
okay.
you remind me once more of the boy I knew. I have but one concern.
Just one?
And what might that be?
That I shall outpace your laggardly efforts.
I don't know, you seem to forget that the mountain will be outside, and you suck at being outside.
I was being sincere, you know.
Well, that was a great level A. I'm confused, concerned, and capricious. Okay, Lindhart as well needs to finish these up. Man, he's not going to finish Petra. That's unfortunate. He finished up the people that aren't in the party, so yay.
You seem to have lined up your desserts very meticulously.
That's one way of catching Lysithia's attention, is having desserts out.
What you see before you, Lysithia, is a life choice.
Oh, really?
The most skilled pastry chef in the army has been asked to do the impossible in the heart of wartime.
Interesting. Is that you, or are you speaking in a rhetorical?
Source high-quality ingredients, employ advanced baking methods, and create these two pastries.
Wow. You've put a lot of thought into this. May I?
Of course. You can have but one, though. And it should be noted that they taste completely different. I thought
Interesting.
I'd split them between us, seeing as they were made so carefully and are so very, very special.
How did you get them, and why do you have them?
Ah, thanks. So, what exactly is the life choice you mentioned? Also, if you are not partaking, I'll just go ahead and eat them both.
He just said split
Oh, no.
them.
For you see, if you eat one, you simply cannot, must not, eat the other. Should you eat both, a pair of ingredients, one in each pastry, will combine to poison you.
What the hell, Lindhart? I swear, are you? Is Lindhart actually a long-lost Clue character, or maybe a Danganronpa character?
That seems unnecessarily intense. Just one won't kill me then?
Okay, Lysithia, I understand you have a sweet tooth. I totally get that. However, kind of sort of feel like the fact that there's half of a poison, even if it I wouldn't know.
Of course not. But making this choice means you will not be able to taste the second dessert. Ever. No matter what I tell you, you'll never know which one tasted best. And if you are underwhelmed by your choice, you'll regret your decision forever.
Lindhart is weird as anything. I love it. It's hilarious and interesting, but weird.
So, I should just pick one and be done with it.
But you've already chosen, haven't you? Not between the pastries, but your life paths. You would gamble on the chance of living a long life, even if it meant losing your 2 crests, correct? Hence my current choice.
Wait, whose choice are we talking about now?
A shortened lifespan doesn't necessarily mean a short life. Even with 2 crests, you might live a long time. And with you around, the study of crests will undoubtedly reach previously unimagined levels. On the other hand...
So basically you're deciding if potentially killing her is worth the research?
Getting rid of them could help someone that I care about. Maybe. Or maybe it won't help at all. Unfortunately, one never knows until they eat the pastry. Even then, you can never taste them both.
Hang on, Linhart.
Yeah, this is just all a really creepy analogy.
Do you mean to tell me you care about me? Since when?
He had you make massive special pastries by the greatest chef. Of course he cares about you.
When indeed. You are someone I care about, though. So much so I wish we could be family, you and I.
Family? That escalated rather quickly. Although, having more family does sound nice.
Anyway, I need to be going. Oh, and feel free to eat the pastries. I made up the poison bit because I didn't know how else to say what I wished to say.
I don't even know if I would trust that at this point.
Well, because I believe there are choices we can make where you can have both. I'll show you somehow, before the war is over.
Are you sure these aren't poisoned? Linhart, wait! Wait!
That's really cruel, undermining her love of pastries. Come on, Linhart. Terrible. Terrible man. Oh, that makes me really sad that Petra won't finish. Like, I can fight for these, but... there's no way I can get a double level out of Petra before the
There
end of
you
this.
are, Marianne. I'd like a moment to talk.
Oh, Linhart. I was just on my way to pray.
All right. Afterwards.
It's already getting late, though. If you'll excuse me.
So then, you're done?
Linhart, were you here this entire time?
Yeah, he said
I was
afterwards.
sleeping. Are you ready to talk now?
I suppose. My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Linhart is very dogged when he's awake.
I wasn't waiting. As I said, I was sleeping. But I didn't want to disrupt your prayers.
I see. So, what did you want to talk about?
The results of my research.
Your research?
She says that like, I don't know what these words
I
mean.
intended to look into the power of your crest from the first moment I met you. I've been feeling quite happy of late, and I can conclude that it is due to your crest.
Are you sure? That's...
Or more likely, I feel good because I've recently taken a bit of exercise.
Oh.
Although, keeping you from finding out I was researching you was plenty of exercise on its own. Listen, Marianne, I'll tell you one thing for certain. Your crest is not the source of anyone's bad luck. The research on your crest is lacking, but other crests have been studied quite a bit. I can find no proof that a crest can influence the lives of those who come in contact with its
I
bearer.
do think she needs to hear that.
And frankly, transmitting bad luck via touch sounds like a crazy superstition. Don't you agree?
That may be true.
By the way, eating the vegetables you gave me caused no ill effects. They were as delicious as ever. It may be another story if I drank your blood. Ugh, now I'm nauseous.
You're going to make us both sick.
Yeah, Linhart does not necessarily understand social graces.
All right, sorry. As I said, it is my scholarly opinion that your crest does not cause bad luck.
Thank you for your reassurance. It does make me feel a little better.
It's probably just that you and the people around you have had some bad days. It happens.
It most certainly does.
I'm going to watch over you from now on, and if either of us has bad luck, well, I'll look into whether it's just chance or if it's your crest. In fact, I'll dedicate my life to it.
Your life? For me?
Especially for you, Marianne. Don't make me spell it out.
I kind of want him to end up with Lysithea. That seems a more healthy relationship than his one with Marianne. Marianne seems like creepy and stalkery. So Caspar needs to finish up with me, Lindhart, and Bernie, and Petra. Oh my gosh, guys, would you please hit rank A already? Jebus!
You fought well in that
Jebus!
battle. You've improved.
I couldn't have done it without you.
True.
Come on. You're supposed to disagree and compliment me instead.
I love people that do that, actually.
Fine. In the past, you were reckless. Lately, you are less so. You are more considerate of your allies, and much easier to fight alongside.
Whoa, now that's enough. Getting compliments from you is kind of weird. But I get what you mean. I feel safer on the battlefield when you're out there with me, too. I always trust that you've got my back. I guess we make a good team.
Even though your dad killed
I can't disagree.
her family. Like, again, it's interesting how they went from you must hate me to we should be best friends
Hey,
forever.
do you remember that time I saved you and almost got myself killed? You were pretty mad.
I do remember, it was our last
That
conversation.
actually had a big impact on me. After that, I decided I had to be able to save you without getting hurt myself. So I started paying more attention. I read your movements in battle and stayed out of your way. Before I knew it, it was almost like I could read your mind.
That is not comforting.
Interesting concept. We have become a very efficient team, but you will never understand my thoughts.
Not true. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Then prove it. What am I thinking right now?
Right now? Let's see. You're thinking that I'm a reliable ally in battle, and you'd like to keep fighting by my side.
She was actually thinking of cinnamon
And
rolls.
you think we're connected. Yeah, that's right. Even though we come from different places, you feel a bond.
Cinnamon roll with that little powder around the edge, and the glaze, if you heat it up just right, it kind of like sparkles in the bread.
That was all just wishful thinking, wasn't it? I guess I'll never know what's actually going on in your head.
That's okay, though.
Wishful thinking?
Huh? Oh, I probably said too much.
You did indeed.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta go find a hole to bury my head in.
Don't worry. Your wishes aren't so far from the truth. Now, shall we be off?
Huh? What do you mean? Shamir, wait!
Alright, and then the, like, weird other team. Lysithea. How did they get a link? I bet I've seen this before, actually.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too
You know
many
what?
books this time.
I'm gonna let it play out. I see no reason not to.
And I have to return them at some point.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithea? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance.
So comforting.
I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
Being an adult doesn't mean you can move mountains.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person.
I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
You are remarkably talented at channeling me.
That was actually a really good impression. I freaking love Raphael so much.
Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya.
Maya and Raphael.
She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask.
Or at least don't stop me.
I'll be carrying the stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
Alright. Definitely not going to get anywhere with that, but Marianne and Lysipia's getting a lot of these. And a rank C at this point in the game? How did we end up with so many golden deer togetherness things? I'm slightly confused, slightly conflicted, slightly conjoined. I don't know why conjoined was there.
Oh, Marianne, there you are. Lysithia, what's all this commotion? What's happening? There's been an accident at the training grounds. A spell gone amok. Come on, we need all the help we can get over there. Oh no, but I don't know how we could really use your help before things get out of hand. Come on, hurry. I don't think I would be much.
I remember this where she has no faith in herself.
For the goddess's sake, you won't know unless you try, will you?
This is one of the weird ones where she doesn't rank C, where she doesn't act like, oh my god, you're treating me like a kid.
Decide you're of no use without even giving it a shot. Fine then, forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall. I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. Oh, perhaps I took it too far.
I mean, not really, no, but there's still an emergency on the training ground and people are still hurt, so maybe you should focus on that.
Hey, Marianne, do you have a minute? Listen, I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier. The situation was urgent, and I'll admit I wasn't thinking clearly.
It's interesting seeing this with their adult
I shouldn't
avatars.
have been so callous. I hurt your feelings, didn't I?
This is such a weird rank C for Lysithia. She's usually not this, self, oh, what is the word? Self-reflective.
No, it's fine. I'm the one to blame. Huh? But, hey, are you sure you're all... I'm the one who should apologize. All I did was get in your way. You would have made it to the training grounds much sooner if I hadn't slowed you down. Huh? Wait a second.
Yeah, she came and asked you for help. It's not like you slowed her down.
It's all my fault. It's always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too. You're being so... negative. I don't know what to say.
Alright, and... Lysithia... This is at least just finishing their link, although they obviously don't have a very, very deep link.
Hey, I'm about to take out the trash. Got anything you want me to take?
How about these? Just some old study notes of mine.
Wow, that's quite the pile there. You sure it's all fine to throw away?
I do love that. It's yeah, I just wrote it down. I don't need to reference it.
It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
That's really dangerous, because your brain doesn't always work as well as it does when you're young. I used to be like that. I used to be able to remember freaking everything.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later. What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you.
Alright, lay it on us. We're all listening.
I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either.
Interesting way of looking at
All you
things.
did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done.
I very much concur.
Anyway, you should just do what works for you. You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
I don't know, apparently she also has Raphael to go to. She's just like a heavy lifting
No,
factory.
Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all.
Well, I mean, this is a rank B conversation. It's not gonna go there.
I'm not simply saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
Well, then you are saying it.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
Alright, so we finished those up. No more to go into. So that does bring us back to here. I'm not going to go back to battle. Again, the 2 battles we have left are available until 4/26, and it is 2/22, so we can get them next month with no problem. We'll go ahead and have a seminar. As always, the other thing I really care about is how many people can I get. In this one, I can get no one. I don't use any of those characters. Caspar and Lysithia, so I've got 2 there. Hubert gets no one. I do have Ferdinand gets 2 because of Hubert and Bernadetta. I don't count myself. None. There's Edelgard. Hubert. Not a single one. Nope. No one relevant. There's Edelgard and Caspar. Ash may be the way to go. Hubert and Bernie. Hubert and Bernie again. That's the first Lidhart I've seen, but it's not worth it because it's only Lidhart. There's Petra. Hubert and Bernie. A lot of people want to teach Hubert and Bernie things. There's Petra, but no one else. Hubert and Bernie again. With Eureka, though, it might actually be work. Interesting. And Ferdinand. Did not expect to see that come up. Okay. So I do think I will use Ash, because Ash gets... No, that's nuts. Ash gets these 2, and I don't know if they actually get links with each other, but... If so, we'll take it.
There is still more to now to keep
I still have.
Alright, and that brings us to the battle. And obviously, we are 29 minutes in. We will not be doing the battle. Oh, we'll host a tea party first. Absolutely.
Care to share your thoughts, Professor? I am grateful.
Having a birthday on the day of an epic battle. Lysithia, please.
Some sweets. Anything is fine. Aw.
Yeah, she definitely wants to talk about sweets. Really? She doesn't want to hear about... how hard she's working.
One of the few pleasures I find is in eating sweets. It's
Yeah, we know.
kind of embarrassing. Well now.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
My hair color is pretty unique, huh?
Yep, it's just like Edelgard's.
I don't like being stared at.
This is such a weird mechanic. We've talked about it before.
Professor, if things had turned out differently, my hair wouldn't be this color.
Oh, I didn't know there was more.
I feel at ease. Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't.
What is all this then?
That
For the longest time, I thought there were only two conversations per thing. That's my, whoopsie. Whoopsie butt. Alright, and next time, we will be going into the mission. We'll be going to protect Garreg Mach. Interesting, I did not realize Garreg Mach was being attacked. I probably should have looked at that sometime before now. But, oh well. We will do that next time. It will be exciting, and good luck to us. Have a good one, everyone. I will see you in the next one.